back to Tea with Wallace. Wallace answers your questions, or Ask Wallace, or whatever the heck we call this show. I keep forgetting. Yes. But the point is that I'm here to once again answer the questions which you have chose to query me with. I'm here with my cousin.
It's Sequoia.
Sequoia.
Sequoia Seabreeze.
Sequoia.
The full name.
I'm aware of your full name,
or SS, of course. As I'm also known in the art.
No,
world.
I will not call you SS.
Well, you just kind of did.
The point is that he's here to ask the questions that have been presented by you, viewers. So let us begin. Let us start with this very first question.
Number one comes from the creature.
Ah, the creature. Yes, excellent fellow. Here we go.
How can a creature actually type?
I assume some sort of dexterity is involved with his creature-like hands.
Okay, well that wasn't the question. Here's the
excellent.
What would you do for a Klondike bar if that was the last one ever to be made in this universe?
I already sort of answered this question in a previous episode. Somebody asked me what I do for Klondike bar, and I didn't know what one was. But then I got onto the interwebs. I looked it up. It's a chocolate bar with ice cream. and they are. I haven't eaten one because it's beneath me. And there's no stick, because that's like its big thing. It's got no stick. And so if there was only one in the universe, what would I do for it? Well, naturally I have the means and intellect.
In this universe.
In this universe.
It could be another universe.
Correct, I see you, right.
In this universe.
Regardless, I have the means and intellect to attain the Klondike bar if I so chose to, but I really don't see the point. That seems like a waste of my time and energy. It's just an ice cream bar, and I assume if it's the last one in the universe, there's still other ice creams, and they're fine. They taste good. I don't see any reason to go to any sort of extraordinary lengths to get this one individual. And why would it be the last one? If there's other ice cream, how hard would it be to simply put other ice cream within chocolate? Well, that's disappointing. I don't like chocolate.
I also like chocolate.
Oh, Godiva.
Question number two.
Question number two. Here we are.
Jim Bevan asks.
Jim Bevan, yes, Mr. Bevan's.
What can be done to make the Kardashians go away? This is a very good question. I would like to hear your answer.
Who?
You don't want to know. The Kardashians.
Kardashians. In relations to
be careful to look them up when you look on the internet.
Relations to Mr. Robert Kardashian, I assume.
Sure.
His lawyer, he passed away a few years
Right.
back. He represented my father once in a little misunderstanding. But they thought my father had, beaten a man, which was a ridiculous accusation.
Uncle? My Uncle Wally?
Yeah,
Uncle, you wouldn't do that.
No, of course he would. That's why they had to hire Mr. Kardashian to make sure that the justice was done properly and he wasn't sent to prison for 20 years as that awful prosecutor threatened to do. But luckily, it all worked out. Kardashian got him off in the case. He was released with some community service for some obscene things he may or may not have said, maybe mildly racist. But he was a racist, yes, my father was. But that's not really the point of the story. The point is
Robert's already gone.
Yes, he's passed
now
away.
His children have this show.
His children have a show. They have. What kind of show do they have?
They have a talent
show. Is it
show.
related to talent? What shouldn't be related to law?
There's no talent at all in the show.
Oh, there's no talent. Aren't they so like law? Because they're lawyers, right? Mr.
I don't believe
a lawyer.
Any of them are.
They're not lawyers. So what do they do on this show?
Well, they're a bit like you, and they're trust fund babies, I believe.
I have earned my way out. Yes. Part of the proud tradition of my family, but they're just trust fund babies. So what they don't. So why do people watch a show?
I really don't.
What do they? They don't do anything.
No, they go out a lot, and I don't know. That's all I get.
Well, it's very simple to make them stop watching the show.
Ah!
Everybody quits watching them, and then they will disappear, and they won't be important anymore. No one will care. So, very simply speaking, just don't watch them. Don't pay any attention to them, and they will disappear.
We can only hope.
Well, yes, we can.
Number three. Question number three.
Question three. Here we are.
Comes from Movie Fan 12.
Movie Fan. Such a wonderful film, Movie Fan 12.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Are you ready? If you were stranded on an island with only one bottle of water, how long would you last?
Well, how big is the bottle of water?
There's only one of them, but I don't really know how big. Probably something you can fit in your hand.
Something I could fit in my...
Would be my guess. One hand.
One hand. Well, I have a fairly strong hand. I'll have you know. It's a family tradition, as you well know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And what does Hans have over there? I assume he's with me. my butler, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I assume he has something with him. I mean, honestly, I think I could last a long time because I mean, he's very prepared. He's military trained. He'd keep us alive for quite a long time. So I don't see any problem at all. I could sip the water gently while he built a shelter and got in contact with the outside world. And basically, I could sit back and relax while he took care of everything.
So what you do every day?
Well,
Except on an island.
yeah, except on an island. Well, actually, sounds
building your wealth.
now that you know, that actually sounds kind of lovely. You know, sort of on an island and take care of things while I relax with my bottle of water. It's actually a very lovely scenario. I quite enjoyed this question now that I get to thinking about it. Stranded, I assume he means with,
Right.
because I can't imagine being there without him. That would be ridiculous.
Well, no.
An absurdity I can't even imagine. But why would I go anywhere without the man? He's practically like my right arm. Not that I'd acknowledge that, or let you know. Don't think too highly of yourself, sir. I have to point that out.
I think he's crying now.
I hope so. That's the way it should be.
Well, just saying. Let's move on to question number 4.
Question 4, here we go.
Comes from the second opinion.
Second opinion, thank you.
Can you answer this riddle? You like riddles.
Oh, yes, right indeed. Here we go.
Okay. How is a Pegasus like a writing desk? Desk?
Desk?
Goose? Disc?
Desk? No, it's just desk.
Desk.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible handwriting.
No.
You wrote the questions down, of course. Desk. Pegasus, so a horned creature that looks like a horse, except it's got a horn, which is an absurdity, of course.
Right. It'd be like a unicorn with wings.
Oh no, Pegasus is the one with wings. That's right. I got them mixed up, didn't I? Because Pegasus and unicorns, they're both horses, but they're both absurd horses.
And they don't exist.
So we have an absurd horse called a Pegasus with the wings.
I've drawn 3 Pegasus.
Have you? I'm guessing on a van. Just my thoughts would be it's probably on the side of a van. So we have the Pegasus, and it's supposed to be like a writing desk. But brilliant question. It's abstraction. How are they alike? In what way are they like? They both have 4 legs.
Sure.
Most writing desks that I've seen have 4 legs, and then the Pegasus has 4 legs. You see, it's just very common knowledge. And writing desks often have wings. Think about it. How often do you have a writing desk that you slip out the side? You have wings on the edge. See, wings and 4 legs. See, they're actually very similar in their constitutions and their basic body build. See, the second opinion, it was
riddle solved.
Yes, we solved the riddle quite easily. As a matter of fact, it was actually, you know, if you're going to ask riddles, make them difficult. I like a good challenge by riddle. That was actually much too simple.
Question number 5.
Number 5. Here we are.
Comes from T. Coon, unusual wordsmith, the 3rd.
The poet.
You're a 3rd.
I'm 4th.
Oh, you're a 4th.
False, a bit fourth. You think as a member of my family you would be aware.
I don't pay attention. I, of course, am Sequoia, the 1st.
August. But anyway, go ahead. No, ask the question, please.
No, I think it's like March. It's not quite August. Okay, anyway, the question.
Yes.
How would you like to get rid of the other dude 92?
The other dude 92. How would I like to get rid of him? Let me count the ways. Oh, the ways I could get rid of the other dude 92. Have you ever seen a body fully immersed in lava? Oh, the ways. Dropped from the top of a large building, say the Chrysler Building in New York. Just falling, screaming. Oh, the ways to get rid of the other dude 92.
Would you let Hans assist you?
Oh, of course. Well, I couldn't lift him up myself, you know. I mean, might strain my back, and I couldn't have something like that, even for a miscreant such as the other dude 92. But there are many ways I would like to get rid of him. I've often sat at night dreaming of ways to get rid of that particular reason. Oh, if Robert Kardashian was still alive, he'd sue him for me.
Well, now let's move on to question number 6.
Number 6, here we are.
And how conveniently, it comes from the other dude 92.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's get this out of the way. What did he, in his foolishness, ask me?
He asked you,
Hmm.
Wallace the 4th, Abe Bifflehan the 3rd or 7th.
Was a Biff on the 4th.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever farted so hard that you were cross-eyed for a whole week?
I hate to say this, but this is probably the most reasonable question he's ever asked. I haven't, of course, because no one has, because that's stupid. And you're stupid, Other Dude 92. You're just dumb. I mean, the idea that someone would fart so hard that their eyes would cross. What kind of...
For a whole week.
What kind of foolishness is that? Who thinks that's even a reasonable query? Who thinks that's something that anybody would ever do under any circumstances? Why would you ask that question? You can ask one question of possibly the most sophisticated, intelligent person you are even aware of. I'm guessing the other people you know are all street people. And you ask that question. Why? Why? It doesn't even make sense. It's not something that happens in reality. Has it ever happened to you? Perhaps it has. Perhaps all these things are mere prediction. Things that are happened to you that you're hoping have happened to somebody else. You ignoramus! See the profanity I'm using now? My goodness.
Wow, calm down.
No, I will not. I am telling you right now, Hans and I are coming. It's only a matter of time before you pay. I'm going to delete this for just in case there's a trial later. But the point is,
Robert's no longer allowed to get you off. As he did Uncle Wally.
Yeah, and I know some other people. Don't worry about it. The point is, this is a stupid question. I used to think there was no such thing as a stupid question. It turns out the Other Dude 92 has mastered the art of the stupid question. Well, thank you all for listening to today's edition of Question Wallace, and we thank you for me and my cousin Sequoia. Sequoia, thank you for asking questions, and please feel free to submit more for the future episodes. So thank you, and have a good night.